We have Tim Ballard, the founder and CEO of Operation Underground Railroad and the chairman of the Nazarene Fund. And Jessica Mass, she is the director of aftercare for Operation Underground Railroad. And want to welcome you guys. And we have some exciting stuff to talk about here that happened last week in a very ironic sort of way. But I want to start with the Turpin family in California. How prevalent is, people were living right on top of this house. They were just feet away. Nobody knew, and it had been going on for a long time. 13 children in this house chained and living in squalor. Is this common?
It's more common than I think people want to believe. The whole thing of human bondage and human captivity, people in this country, want to put it far, far away from us. There's hundreds of thousands of people, children, in the United States that are in captivity in one form or another. A lot of times it's sexual captivity. And it's just, it's an eye-opener for everybody to look around. This neighborhood, you saw the houses, they were right next to each other.
Yeah, and it's a nice neighborhood.
And it wasn't even a huge house. And 13 kids are chained to beds. And it's just insane, but it's not something that's shocking to me.
Have you ever seen anything like that, Tim? Because this is what you've done for your whole life.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, we've seen things like that throughout our careers. Absolutely.
What is usually the motivation?
It's usually tied to something in a sex crime. It's usually child pornography being made, people coming over. We're still looking to see what in the world, no matter what, it's going to be a crazy intent, whatever the intent was. But what was it? What were they getting out of this? I don't know yet.
So, Jess, you have been around. What you do is try to heal people like this. 29 years old. They thought that they were young teenagers because they were so emaciated. Does that 29-year-old have any chance of life?
Well, my belief and based on my experience is that there's always hope. I have seen people heal through things that they've said there's no hope for, and I've seen people overcome things. So in my personal opinion, I believe that there's always hope, and the journey is really hard, and it's long and painful. But I hope that there are people that will come around this 29-year-old and help them and really walk through that journey with them.
Boy, it's going to be a long road for all of those kids. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about why you guys are here. I've been so excited for this. We've talked about it for a long time, but haven't been able to reveal it. You did a mission in Haiti, as we know, a crap hole of a country. And you did a mission. How long ago was the first?
It was Super Bowl Sunday of last year. Yep.
Of last year. Okay. And the problem is the system can be corrupt. And in a lot of places in Haiti, it is corrupt. So what happened to the bad guys?
So in this operation, beautifully executed, everything was spot on. And, we were warned, don't work in Haiti. Other NGOs don't work in Haiti because of this system. But Gesno Marty, the father of the boy who was kidnapped, which in Haiti, which is why we were there. And I said, Gesno, I don't know if I can attach our name to. We don't know what's going to happen. There's going to be a corrupt judge potentially. And he says, Tim, if you give up on this operation, you've given up on my son because you've given up on Haiti. And I said, you're right. So we went forward, and Glenn, within 10 days, these traffickers were let go. Particularly this one, the kingpin. Her name was Francois. She holds kids in stables in the darkest parts of this country. And she brought a bunch of these kids with her, young kids. They're making child pornography, porn that was sent into the United States. We got the U.S. authorities involved. And they were let go. They found the right judges. They paid their way out. Over $80,000 they paid and got out. And that phone call broke us. Jessica and I were talking in the minutes after we found out. We were in tears. We were just paralyzed. We couldn't believe it.
So then what happened next?
Well, we had a contingency plan, which was dangerous. I didn't want to do it. And basically the contingency plan was go into the belly of Port-au-Prince and scream what happened. Tell the media what happened, what really happened. And the Rotary Club of Port-au-Prince supported us, and they said, you need to bring someone of somewhat kind of celebrity status in Haiti, or the media is not going to pay attention. And they said, we have an idea for you. Can you get a hold of Haitian descent, a U.S. Congresswoman named Mia Love?
Yeah.
Have you heard of her, Tim? And I said, are you kidding me? Not only is she my congresswoman who lives like down the street, she's a good friend. I couldn't. It was a miracle. I called Mia and I said, look, this is not necessarily a safe approach. And she didn't even bat an eye. She said, are you kidding me? Like, when are we going? Let's go. And we went down to Port-au-Prince. We rented out this conference room. People came from all over. The media was there. And this was the speech we gave. We reminded the Haitians of their history. In 1791, the Haitians did something that no country then or since has done. And that is, it was a slave nation that rose up and pushed its European oppressors out of the country, took the island by force, created a republic, and abolished slavery. The first nation to abolish slavery like this. And what was interesting about this was the American abolitionists were watching this. And when the United States finally eradicated or abolished slavery, at least legally, Frederick Douglass, the great abolitionist, stood up and gave a speech. And he said, let us not forget the sons and daughters of Haiti, the true pioneer abolitionists of the 19th century. They inspired this whole movement. So this is the message that Mia and I gave. And people were just rising up. I mean, they were like, and then we said, look, you let us out of slavery the first time, do it again. And letting out 9 horrible traffickers who are sexually abusing children, you're going in the wrong direction right now. Help us. Let's do this. They rose up. The media went nuts. We got an invitation from the president. And this was another miracle, is the president of Haiti, Jovenel Moise, he was elected just days after the Super Bowl operation. So he was able to say, I wasn't part of that, and he wasn't. And so he was easy. It was easy for him to invite us in. I couldn't believe it. We're going into the presidential palace, Mia Love and I. And I just kind of sat back. Mia speaks fluent Creole, and I just watched her work her magic. And she got right up in him and just said, look, here's the evidence. Here's what's going on. He says, I'm not going to stand for this. And I felt it when he said it. You can look in someone's eyes and know if he said, I can't believe this. We'll put an end to this. Within a couple of months, we knew the investigation was going. We were supporting it in a lot of ways. We had full-time people down supporting, watching. And then the news broke. 6 judges ripped from the bench. They found the judges who took the bribes. Now, this is unprecedented. I mean,
in Haiti?
In Haiti.
This is a big deal. And
the attorney general, who his name was Oknam, he was instrumental in doing this. I mean, this guy, his team a lot of them live in Miami. They can't even live in Haiti for fear that their children will be killed or their families, because they are true corruption fighters. And they found those judges ripping from the bench, and then they called us and said, let's go. Will you come help us? You guys have more intelligence than we do on the whereabouts of these traffickers because you found them all. It was our team that went undercover and found them. Let's go round them up.
So I know I was with you in Haiti a year ago, maybe, and never seen anything like it. And the corruption from the United States, quite honestly, from some of the big charitable organizations that, and the UN that, we're going to help them. No, it's all, the money is not going to the people and where it needs to be. And so we've had these conversations before. And so when you told me what was happening with the president and that he was serious now and he was going to take these people out, it was great news. One of the reasons why I took what the president said last week so personally is because my wife and I had just gotten up off of our knees to pray for you guys because we knew you were doing this operation under the protection of the president of Haiti. Were you already in the operation when you found out what happened?
It was the most awkward moment of any operation I've ever been on. I've been on a lot over my 16-year career. We were sitting in a kind of private restaurant. The attorney general of the country is sitting across the table from me. The chief of police is sitting next to him, and then my operators, and we're sitting around, and we're talking about this operation. We literally have a recon team out. This woman, Francois, and we'll tell you about that in a second, what happened, how we found her. Once we took her down, she's the kingpin, right? And our recon team's looking for her, and we're just on pins and needles. When are we going to get the call? We're all geared up and ready to go. As soon as he says, our team says, there she is. And there's television screens all around. This is like T-minus 40 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
And boom, I see this. And I see it above their heads, and I'm just reading this. I'm like, no. It says Haiti. No.
Don't turn around.
No,
don't turn around. Don't turn around.
And again, I wasn't in the room, and I've heard different people say different things.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just telling you my situation.
Yeah.
In this moment, this is the message coming from America to Haiti, and I'm just, and they turned around. They turned around, and they looked at it, and they looked at me, and I didn't know what to. I just was like, so
how are things? How did you smooth it over?
How I smoothed it over was I just told them, My wife and I, as you know, we're adopting 2 children from Haiti. We actually rescued in an earlier operation. And these are our kids. I mean, we love them like our own kids. And, I just said, how much we love your country. We love your country. My children are from your country, my children. And that ended it.
Have you talked to the president since? Not this president, but the Haitian president? I have
not. We're going down in a couple weeks to meet with him. He called in, though. He called into the Attorney General just an hour before and just wishing us well and just saying his prayers were with us. I mean, that's also unprecedented, by the way, to have the president of a nation calling in, telling, I'm backing you guys. Yeah. Get these guys. Yeah. Get them out of our country.
Yeah. Yeah. You were in that meeting. You get the go. Tell me what.
So we get the go on Francois. I mean, she's the kingpin. They want her. She, not only because she has the most kids that she's selling, but because she had paid $80,000 to certain government officials that they didn't know who they were. And these guys want to clean up their country. The president, the attorney general, they wanted her to find out, who did you give that money to that got all your minions out of jail? So they really wanted her.
Do you think she's going to tell? I mean, that's a really dangerous country.
Well, let me tell you what she said when we got her. Glenn, I've never seen this. She said, evil will protect me. I'll never talk. Evil will protect me.
Wow.
I mean, that's the kind of, I've never seen, there's a lot of things on this app I'd never seen before, where she's just like, I'm hand in hand with darkness, and
She actually said the words?
She actually said that.
Wow.
Yeah. Bizarre. But this woman, she owns a street, essentially. I mean, she sits on one side of the street, all dressed beautifully, with her wig and all this stuff. And these Johns come, and she has all these kids in these stables across the street. I call them stables. They're these steel doors that close, that lock. They have metal beds that fold down, literally, where the kids sit, and then a bedroom in the back. And the Johns go in and do their thing. We had been doing surveillance on Francois for about 3 weeks in advance, and we never saw a single child out. It was adults out that she was running. The day we rolled in this minute, in this second we roll in, we identify her, and she's swarmed. Well, something happened as there's a videographer we have named Justice. I think you've met Justice. Inspired dude. At the last minute, we're driving to the street, to this brothel street. He jumps to the back seat. In the van, there's 3 SWAT guys, Haitian SWAT team members, who they're going to come out of the back, the back of the van. Yeah. He jumps back there and starts wrapping duct tape around this guy's helmet and putting on a GoPro camera. I'm like, Justice, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know. This guy needs a camera.
Wow. And you say it's divine providence. We'll find out why when we come back.